I think Oburu and his sons are hurriedly going down the wrong direction. And I'm not even talking about an ODM NDC. No. I'm talking about this poster in particular. In this poster, you can see that Jaoko Oburu is showing intent to vie for the gubernatorial seat of Siaya County, a seat which, by the way, is currently being held by James Orengo. And mind you, that move has actually angered so many Luos from Siaya. Just listening to this guy, for instance.
The people of Siaya County, it is now time to ashame the devil. Yes, I've seen Oburu Odinga's son, Mr. Jaoko Oburu Odinga, has produced a poster and is claiming that he's going to vie for the governorship of Siaya County. Siaya is my county. We won't let our county go back to the dogs. For so long, these people have taken our county for granted. We want to tell Jaoko Oburu Odinga that we respected Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. It is only Baba Raila Amolo Odinga who could convince us to vote for you and to vote for the Odingas and for the Odinga people. Hata huyo Oburu Odinga huyu hata aliletwa nomination akapewa direct ticket. Ilikuwa shindwe. So Jaoko Oburu Odinga, we are not going to make you the governor of Siaya County. Muendelee kukula, muendelee kuharibu wakati watu wetu wanaumia. This time round, we are telling the people of Siaya County, please elect somebody who will work.
Now in this video, I want us to look into some of the reasons why Oburu Odinga is prompting his own son, Jaoko Oburu, to vie for the governorship of Siaya County. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Now, the first reason why Oburu is dispatching his son to contest against James Orengo is because Oburu has a long-standing beef with James Orengo. You see, according to Oburu, the beef started with Orengo being anti-broad-based government, but in reality, we all know that's not the case. It's primarily because Raila told Oburu to leave the Siaya gubernatorial seat to Orengo and to continue serving as senator. You see, Oburu really wanted to become governor. Raila akakataa because Raila, I've come to notice that Raila prefers working with his friends more than his family, which is why when it was a catch-22 situation where he has to pick either Orengo or Oburu, he preferred Orengo, which is also why when he went to contest for the AU, he left the ODM party leader position to be filled by Anyang' Nyong'o, not Oburu Odinga, not Aida Odinga, nobody from his family. And the family members have been resenting those people who have been picked over them. That is why Oburu does not like James Orengo. But if you ask him, he'll pretend and say ni mambo ya broad-based. Just listen into this.
Personally, I am a very truthful man, and I'm pained. I come from Siaya. When my own governor stands up and says that, and he's annoyed. I don't know annoyed with who. He's annoyed, and he says that he just wants to talk the truth. The truth. What truth? Me, I never lie. I always say the truth. And the truth of the matter, Your Excellency, is that we are in broad-based government, not as individual members of parliament and not as individual senators. We are there in this broad-based government as a result of a resolution of our party, ODM.
So long story short, the whole purpose of Oburu sending Jaoko to challenge Orengo is to revenge. And from where I sit, it will fail spectacularly because no one is interested in Jaoko, no one knows who he is, no one knows what he does, or even what he has contributed to this country. I've personally never seen him in a maandamano. Hawa ndo wale monos wametokea juzi kama nyasi, wakiwa na yule mwingine anaitwa Okech Salah. But anywho, moving along. The second reason why Oburu has decided to prop up his son Jaoko to governor status is because of succession politics. Because by Jaoko becoming the governor of Siaya, it makes it easier for him to succeed Oburu when his time comes. You know, it's similar to what Museveni has done in Uganda. Museveni is the dictator-in-chief, the current president, and he doesn't want power to leave the family, which is why you find their relatives are in government, and there's no appointment which is more shocking than that of Muhoozi. This guy has put his own son as the head of the military, meaning the day Museveni dies, the military immediately takes over the country and calls for an election. And the head of the army stands down to go contest in that election, where they will rig and steal, wakate internet, wazime Twitter, wazime kila kitu. By the time you know it, Muhoozi is the new president. So Oburu is trying to do that same thing in his own small kingdom called ODM, a kingdom which he inherited from his younger brother, which is a taboo, but that's another story for another day. And you know why broad-based works very well for Oburu? Let's assume this for an instance, that Ruto and the ODM group somehow managed to steal and stay in power, or win and stay in power. What happens then? they're going to share the national cake. So Oburu will send somebody like Simba Arati, enda kuwa CS wa whatever. They will take Gladys Wanga, whether she is deputy president or whichever position she wants, she'll be sent to serve in that seat. Osotsi, maybe even Sifuna. If Sifuna won't be expelled, he'll be propped up to also go serve in cabinet or in some form of capacity somewhere thereabout. Now that leaves the entire field open. Now there's no challenger. Jaoko Oburu can now become the ODM party leader. Because by that time, Winnie Odinga and Raila Odinga Jr. have been in the wilderness for so long, people have forgotten them. Abdul Swamad wanasema ni Mwarabu, haezi ongoza Waluo. Who will be there to challenge Jaoko Oburu? You see why this youth leader is dangerous? Anacheza hesabu ya inheritance. Na anacheza long term. So the Odingas need to be very, very careful. Number 3, Jaoko has been sent to vie in Siaya because Orengo is part of the one-term group. And so they need a controversial candidate to help convince voters to vote in the direction of the broad-based government. Unajua, if they sit by and let Orengo continue being the only candidate in Siaya, the only strong candidate, nako kwa mambo ya one term, Orengo could easily be re-elected, which is not even their biggest issue. Their biggest issue is that this guy will be re-elected and he will take all those votes to the Kalonzo, Matiang'i, Gachagua group. So rather than wait for that to happen, let's install a challenger who can at least create some form of friction. Hata tukipoteza tupoteze nusu, lakini sio yote. Jaoko is a Trojan horse being sent by the father. If he succeeds, he'll be a legend from nothing to governor. Very few have done that feat. In fact, the only people who've gone from nothing to governor ni wale walikuwa wa kwanza kuwania hii kiti cha ugavana after the 2010 constitution. So we are talking about 2013, people like Kidero and others. There are many who just came from nowhere and became governors because Raila amekushika mkono na ODM, mwingine ameshikwa mkono na TNA, and so on and so forth. That's just my opinion, guys. Let's see what Kenyans next had to say about this. And I quote, Adele said, Jaoko Oburu Odinga, the son of ODM party leader Oburu Odinga, has declared his intention to vie for the Siaya gubernatorial seat. He says he's confident of securing the ODM ticket unopposed. James Orengo bye. Rainy Nature said Orengo bye. Siaya is getting spicy. Edwin Simiu Wawire is saying, this is the biggest mistake Siaya will ever make. Siaya town is dusty because of the Jaramogi family. Most development projects meant for Siaya town were directed to Bondo to please the Jaramogis. $1 billion said Siaya deserves good leaders, not this one. Jaben said, lakini hawa watu wako kwa payroll. NKT, who will vote him? Because I vote in Siaya. FK Motherite said Luo Nyanza is a family affair. Kiteleweka said Orengo is an icon, a hero of the second liberation. He can run as independent. But what say you guys? Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day.
Right now, I'm with my team headed to a client's house in Riru for consultation. That is to take measurements of the windows, go through our catalog with the client, and then once they decide on the color and the fabric they want, we'll get busy sewing, and at long last, the curtains installation will be on us. So if you're looking for curtains, shears, curtain rods, curtain accessories, reach out to Phoenix Curtains and Interior Decor and we will sort you out. Call us on 0724 414153.
If you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula, hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really, really need to subscribe to. All right, guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.